Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Astrology Chat for December 27th, 2023. The keys for today are to continue the full moon mission of allowing yourself to embrace your endings. And we still have the moon in Cancer. I totally spaced on doing a video yesterday because I was working with my private student, so sorry about that. But the keys are going to continue. So the keys for today are to allow yourself to look at the wider picture of what's in front of you, the information that you've gathered throughout your life that is leading you towards a direction of healing. And healing in one way or another is always going to require some form of separation. You're going to have to separate from the people, places, things, thought patterns, and perspectives that have kept you tied to things that aren't healthy for you, that aren't healing, that aren't giving you the nurturing and care that you really need. And that space in between is hard, but it's necessary. And a lot of the aspects we have today say, take that step, let the endings come so that you can make room for growth, right? You have to take out weeds before you plant seeds. And that is something that is always going to reign throughout the universe. It's just one of the universal laws that we have to allow ourselves to embrace. And so with this moon in Cancer today, continue to being focused on your feeling, the matriarchal energy, your lineage, your home, your inheritance, your energetic rooting of where you've come from, and even more importantly, where you're going, is going to continue to take center stage today. And we have some pretty interesting aspects around this. Now, on the upside, we have the Sun trine Jupiter. And this is a really beautiful aspect. Remember, trines require work. So this is the Sun in Capricorn trining with Jupiter in Taurus that is saying, if you make physical steps, read a book, try a different modality, allow yourself to practice a new action in some way or another, you're going to get growth. There's going to be like a glimmer of hope that comes through that allows you to see that you're going towards what is best for you. And so allow yourself to embrace that kind of philosophical energy that Jupiter represents with that mixture of the practical and the factual in front of you, and you're going to be able to make some magic around there. Now, what's tension is that we have Mercury in square with Neptune today. And when Mercury squares Neptune, there is this force of having to face your delusions, your illusions, your addictions, what you're dealing with institutions, what type of institutions you're dealing with, why you're dealing with them, the unseen and the dreams, and you need to line them up with what's actually happening in front of you. And there's going to be a disconnect, and that disconnect doesn't inherently mean that you're wrong. It means that there's an opportunity to grow. And especially since we have the moon in square also with Chiron today, you're going to want to heal, right? If you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, scream. If you need to be quiet, be quiet. If you need to journal, journal. Whatever it is that you need to do to allow yourself to release these latent emotions, these backed up feelings, these suppressed energies in and around your heart, be brave enough to do it, because the sorrow isn't who you are, right? It's a part of the journey. It's what you're experiencing. It's a part of that path of separation. But again, remember, a path always leads you somewhere. And at the end, let it always lead you to yourself. Now, we also have a sextile with Uranus, where there's this kind of wild card energy today. The unexpected could happen. If you let yourself step out of your old box, if you let yourself go in a new direction, you're going to meet people or get information that's going to help you grow. That's going to kind of be like a lightning bolt in the midst of the storm. I think that people kind of romanticize things, and nostalgia is a very tricky thing, guys, especially with that Mercury square Neptune. Really look at what you're reminiscing. Really look at what you're romanticizing, and why are you romanticizing something else or another person or another situation more than your ability to heal, more than your ability to grow, more than you, right? If you're going to romanticize anything, darling, please romanticize your healing. Please romanticize the process, but don't romanticize the addiction. Don't romanticize the harm. Don't romanticize something that honestly is hurting you. And I just got to be really blunt with that. But you guys know I'm always blunt, so there you go. We also have a sexy quadrant energy, both with Saturn and with Venus. And both of these are in water signs. So there's something about your emotions you need to address. There's something about your emotions that you need to leave room for so that you can process and understand and grow and release. And so overall, that is the vibe of the day. There is still this very much this full moon energy going on. I remember full moon energies last for about 3 days. So let yourself go through the process. Don't necessarily